So we're going to be working through our math lesson today, 5.8. Our essential question is, how can you use addition to solve subtraction problems? Okay, so we've done something like this before with smaller problems, but we're going to be working with two-digit problems today. So we're on page 359. The listen and draw says, draw pictures to show the problem, then write a number sentence for your drawing. And then it says, now draw pictures to show the next part of your problem, write a number sentence for your drawing. So I'm going to go to a different format. Maybe not. I'm going to stick with this one, I guess. All right, so here's the problem. Sophie had 25 markers. She gave 3 markers to Josh. How many markers does Sophie have now? Okay, so let's see. She has 25 markers, so we got to draw a picture. I'm going to draw a quick picture. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And she gave 3 to Josh. So take these guys here away. Okay. How many markers does Sophie have now? I'm going to say she has 10, 22. 22 markers. Okay, now we got to write a number sentence. So it would be, we started with 25 markers, and we took 3 away, and we ended with 22. Okay, now here's the second part to the problem. How many markers will Sophie have if Josh gives the 3 markers back to her? Okay, see if you can pause your video and figure that out. All right, so here's what I came up with. So she has now 22, right? And then they said that Josh gives them back to her. So he gives her back 3. So 1, 2, 3. How many does she have now? So 10, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, she has 25. Then we have to write a number sentence, so you should have written 22 plus 3 equals 25. Okay, so for the math talk question, it says, describe what happens when you add back the number you had subtracted. Well, you go back to the original number. If you take something away and then give that same thing back, you're going to have the same amount that you started with, right? So that brings us to the model and draw. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. It says count up from the number you are subtracting to find the difference. So what they're saying is, instead of thinking backwards, right, we can think this way, right? So instead of thinking, normally we would be thinking with our arrow, we would be thinking this way, right, because we're going backwards. But what they're saying is they want you to think the other way, right? They want you to think up. So starting at the smaller number and going up to the bigger number, okay? So they're saying start at 38 and count up to 40. So if we're at 38, we're almost to a 10, right? 2 hops will take us from 38 to 40, which is why there's this plus 2 right here. And then at 40, we can go from 40 to 45, right? You can do that pretty easily in your head by going up 5 more, which is why there's this plus 5 right here. And so altogether, we went up a total of 5, right? 2 plus 5. Or a total of 7. We went up a total of 7 hops, right? See that in the bubble? That's what you're thinking, because 2 plus 5 equals 7. So 45 minus 38 equals 7. And so that's what we're going to practice today, is that strategy of counting up, as opposed to taking away, normally you think subtract, count backwards. Instead, you can think count up. So it says use the number line, count up to find the difference. So the lower number here is 27. That's what we're taking away. We want to go to 36. So 27, right, if you look at a number line or a hundredth chart, 27 is close to a 10. It's close to 30, right? All you got to do is take 3 hops to get to 30. Okay, so that's plus 3. And then to go from 30 to 36, you got to think that's 6 more, right? I can just think that. I don't even have to count. I just know it's 6 hops. And then so 3 hops plus 6 hops is 9. So 36 minus 27 is 9. All right, let's try another one. So 56 minus 49. So this time I want you to draw an arrow from 49 to the next closest 10. Pause your video. Draw an arrow from 49 to the next closest 10. Okay, so what you should have written was 49, and you drew a hop right to 50. Super close to the next 10, right? Okay, now draw your next arrow. You're going to draw your arrow from 50 to 56 and figure out how many hops that is. This one was 1, right? How much is the next one? And draw it. Pause your video. So I came up with 6, because 50 to 56. So plus 6. Okay, now add these together, and it's going to tell you what the difference is between 56 and 49, which is 7. All right, try to do number 3 on your own. Try to do the hops on your own. You might need to pause your video if you haven't. Okay, so 58 is the number we're starting at. So 58, I'm going to hop to 60, and then I'm going to hop to 64. So 58 to 60, which you should have gotten 2. And then 60 to 64 is 4. So 2 plus 4 is 6. All right, let's go to the next page. Right here. So do 4, 5, and 6. See if you can do 4, 5, and 6 on your own. All right, so here's what I came up with. I'm going to go a little bit faster. We've had some practice. So this time I'm going to start at 28. I'm going to go to 30. And then I'm going to go to 33. So that's 2. And that's 3. So the difference is 5. Let's see, 45 minus 37. So I'm going to go from 37. I'm going to go hop to 40. And then I'm going to hop to 45. So hop to 40. That's 3. And then hop to 45. That's 5. 3 and 5 is 8. All right, I'm going to hop to 58 minus 49. So I'm going to go from 49 to 50, and then 50 to 58. So that's 1 hop, and that's 8 hops. So 8, and that's 1. So the difference is 9. All right. So make sure your answers are right. And then we'll go to the, there it is, the Think Smarter problem. Rachel had 27 craft sticks. She gave 19 craft sticks to Theo. How many craft sticks does Rachel have now? Circle the number from the box to make the number sentence true. So how many craft sticks does Rachel have? So I'm going to think without my hundreds chart. Okay, so right, 27 minus 19. That's what we have to solve. All right, so if I think 19 to 20 is 1 hop, so that's why I'm putting a plus 1. And then 20 to 27 is 7 hops. So that means 27 minus 19 equals 8. So Rachel has 8 craft sticks now. Okay, so explain how you can use addition to solve the problem. So I added 1 to 19. Then I added 7 more. Period. So total, that's an AL. I added 8. Right? So we counted up 8 hops total. All right, now your homework pages. There we go. You're going to do this page, 363. Make sure to show your hops on the number line, right? It says use the number line, so show your hops on there. And you're going to do page 364. Okay, and then make sure to turn those in. Good luck.